Hey everybody, in section C-7, we're going to start getting into a little more algebra type concepts. There are two more sections in Unit C, and they're going to be more algebra based, more about lines, parallel lines versus perpendicular lines and equations and such. So we're going to first of all talk about slopes, y-intercepts, the things we used to talk about in algebra 1, where the slopes and y-intercepts and such, and graphing and things, and rise over run and that type of thing. So first of all, the slope, the definition of slope, we like to say rise over run. It is the ratio of the vertical change to the horizontal change between any 2 points. So we call it rise over run. So here's a situation where if I want to know the slope between this point and that point, I basically find what the number of the rise is, and I can do that by subtracting y2 minus y1, and the run by subtracting y2 over or y2 minus or x2 minus x2. Sorry about that, and then dividing them. Rise over run. The fraction of that. And sometimes it's a fraction. Sometimes it's positive. Sometimes it's negative. Actually, if the line looks like this from left to right, it's rising, so that's positive slope. If it's from left to right going down, that's negative slope. If it stays the same, that's a zero slope. And an undefined slope is straight up and down, because it's called undefined because the distance between the x's doesn't change. So when you subtract the two x values, it becomes zero, and you can't divide by zero. So we say that's undefined, so that slope is undefined. If you think about a house, you've got a slant going up, a slant coming down, a flat roof, that's zero, and who the heck would build a roof going up and down like that? So there's no such thing as an undefined slope, okay? And then you've seen the two equations, slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. And remember, the y-intercept is the point that crosses the y-axis. So slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, slope is m, y-intercept is b. And then there's point-slope form. If you're given a point and the slope, use this form, y minus y1, which would be the y-coordinate of the point, equals m, the slope again, times x minus x1, which would be the x-coordinate of the point you're given. There's also an equation called standard form, but we're not going to look at that in this particular course. And there's the notes for C7.